All right, hello, my name is Raquel. Today I'm going to teach you how to pitch. Now, and how to pitch, there's not necessarily um a one script for this, okay? There are different scripts, and what I've done here is I've gathered different scripts and turned it into one, okay? As you all know, drop a 1 in the chat if you get on the Millionaire Millennials informational webinars. Drop a 1 in the chat if you guys be getting on to those. Yes. Drop a 2 in the chat if you think you can run an informational webinar, at least the first part. Drop a 2 in the chat if you think you can, because I'm literally going to write this down right now. All right, Alicia, so we have, go in the chat and write all these people down. Right? Okay, cool. I'm going to hold y'all to it because we're going on tour, so we need some replacements. So yeah, okay. So there's not just the one script for this. There are many scripts. Now, who could tell me in the chat, what is the #1 tip for this? What is the one thing you need? It doesn't matter what you say or do, but you need this one thing to make this work. Okay, yes. The #1 thing is confidence. Now, someone put energy, and guess what? Yes, energy. Because I'm not gonna get I'm not gonna start pitching this and be like, yeah, so we trade on the foreign exchange market, and hey Ma, yeah. And oh yeah, we buy and sell currencies, we profit. That person's literally going to try to get off the phone with you, right? Now, what I'm going to do today, the training that I'm doing is how to pitch on a 3-way, okay? I'm making this specifically for 3-ways because if you want to know how to pitch in a group, then you might as well get on our info calls every single night, okay? But I'm going to tell you guys what creates a pitch, okay? And how everyone in I Am Academy, basically the flow of how we all do it, okay? Like I said, there's not a one script, but this is basically how you want it to go a little bit, okay? You can add your own sauce to it, okay? So how to pitch, let's go ahead. All right. Okay, so first, we're on a 3-way, right? So let's say KJ, he's putting me on a 3-way with Charmaina, okay? Him and Charmaina know each other from school, and that's what's about to happen. So KJ, hey Rack. First of all, KJ's on my time, okay? I'm not on KJ's time, KJ's on my time, okay? He needs me, I don't need him right now. So, hey Rack, are you available tomorrow at 6:30? Or are you available tomorrow from 6 to 8? I would like a 3-way call. I would like to get you on a 3-way call. Hey KJ, yep, I'm available at 6:30. Okay, great, 6:30, we both set our alarms. Okay, boom. So 6:30 comes, KJ has me on the other line, okay? Hey KJ, okay, so I'm gonna ask KJ. KJ, how do you know Charmaina? Okay, so we know each other from school. Okay, great, don't forget to edify. Now, we literally just had an edification training. If you all notice, all of these trainings are coherent. They all go with one another. I also just did a objection training. Are you gonna get objections during your pitch? Yes, you are, okay? At the end, okay? Maybe. So, okay, what are we gonna do? So, Charmaina, so KJ is on the phone with me. Okay, I'm gonna get Charmaina on 3-way. Okay, Charmaina. Hey, Charmaina. Hey, Raquel, you on the line? Yes, we're both on the line. Hey, okay, Charmaina, this is my mentor, Raquel. The edification begins, and KJ is also going to edify the prospect, okay? We're not gonna let the prospect feel like they're any lesser than the mentor, okay? At the end of the day, we're all human. We're all human, okay? So edify both. Charmaina is amazing. Keep going, okay? So edify both people, okay? Now remember, do not pitch without confidence. If you're not confident pitching, put your mentor on a 3-way, okay? Your mentor should be confident. If you are, drop a 3 in the chat if you're P1000 or above. Drop a 3 in the chat if you're P1000 or above. Sheesh, P1000 pluses need to tighten up. Okay. Start seeing the 3s come in. Okay, well, y'all should be doing 3-ways. You get paid a stack a month. You need to have the confidence to present this opportunity. So I need you to get on 3 ways. Okay? Okay, cool. So next, you want to be relatable. Figure out why the person is interested in this opportunity. Don't come off as robotic. Okay? So let's be relatable. Let's see. Hey, how are you, Charmaine? Now, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, all my 3 ways they flow very naturally. I don't have a script, I guess. I don't know if it's just because I've always been confident in the opportunity, but I'm like, the number 1 thing also after confidence, number 2 is being knowledgeable. I just said it in the other training, you have to be knowledgeable in your product. You have to know what you're selling. You have to know what's in your store. Do you sell Nikes or Adidas? If you own a restaurant, do you sell tacos, burgers? You're at Cheesecake Factory. What do you sell, right? You have to know what it is, okay? So figure out why the person is interested in this opportunity. Okay, so great. It's so nice to meet you, Charmaine. I'm so excited to be talking to you today. So tell me a little bit about yourself. What do you do for a living? Why is it that this piqued your interest? Oh, yes, so I'm a mom and I would like to stay at home with my kids. And I saw KJ posting about this and I was like, I'm kind of interested. I didn't know if it was a scam or not, but I just wanted some more information. Oh, Charmaine, I totally understand. Yes, I'm actually going to tell you everything that we do. Oh, you want to stay at home with your kids? That is so lovely, man. Yes, this opportunity can do that for you. Trust me, it's done a lot for me. Okay. Now, this is actually in my next slide. In my next slide, I talk about telling your prospect what the opportunity has done for you. But hold on, okay, I guess I'm getting too ahead of myself. Okay, what are their goals? What do they currently do? Okay, so Charmaine's goal, so currently maybe she works at a grocery store, but she's trying to stay home with her kids and achieve financial freedom, okay? Now guess what? If you were tapped into your team, you know there's a mom, there's a person in the military, there's an older person, there's a young person, there's a person who's disabled, there's a a realm of people here. What is your unique characteristic, right? And if you don't know, tell people in the chat. Literally, go into the Millionaire Millennials chat after this. I want all of us to share what makes us unique. Some of us are mothers, we're in the military, all that stuff. You should know, right? Why do we put you in a chat with other people? Why is it that you need a team? So that you can see that this works for everybody, okay? It's not just, so for me personally, right? Okay, I went to college. My parents, they don't have a lot of money. My dad, he got laid off from his job. He drives Uber. My grandma, she cleans airplanes. I'm an immigrant. That seems to resonate a lot with my Hispanic people that come in. We're immigrants from El Salvador. We come for a better life, but our parents still work till their death, basically. So what makes your story, right? What makes you relatable? So now I know, okay, Charmaine is a mom. She wants to stay at home with her kids. So now I know, oh, okay, there's this girl, Nancy. Nancy has 2 kids. She's a full-time student, full-time job, and a full-time mother. Sheesh, that's a lot, right? So now this prospect can't think, I can't do it. No, there are a lot of people like you, so you can do it, okay? So leverage others in the business if you cannot relate to their story. So I'm not a mom, so I can't relate to moms, right? Okay, next. So what's your story? Yes, you have to have a vulnerable story because you want to know why? Those are the deeper stories. Those are the stories that actually move people. Now, if you don't have such a vulnerable story, I mean, there's a reason why you're here. If you were perfect and if your life was perfect and you had all the money in the world, I mean, I don't know if you'd be doing this. I guess you just like money, right? But if you were most of us come because we're not financially free. Right? So there's something that's holding you back. Maybe you have a job that you hate, whatever it is. Now in multi-level marketing, network marketing, I want to tell you a secret. Facts tell and stories sell. You can tell people a bunch of facts, but until you tell them a story, that's what's really going to sell them. Now, people don't want to hear about your struggles until you overcome them. Remember that. Remember that. You do not want to hear about your struggles until you overcome those struggles. So you can talk about your struggles if you overcame them. Now, if you're going through a struggle, your prospect's going to use that against you. If you haven't overcome through a struggle that you're going through, your prospect's going to use that against you. Oh, you're driving Uber? Well, so you haven't made money with this then? You look kind of silly, right? So, yes. All right. So why did you start? Now, why is a pitch something that's not just a one side or a one, what is it called? Like a one size fits all? Is because we all have different stories. So what is your story? My pitch might not be able to work with yours because we have different stories. If you're not an immigrant, your dad doesn't drive Uber, I mean, then you can't really tell my story. You got to tell your own story. That's what's the beauty about this. Now, if you don't like talking about yourself, guess what? You're going to have to get used to talking about yourself. How many of us don't like talking about ourselves? Type a 3 in the chat. You're just like, no. Right? It's a lot of us. I didn't like talking about myself before this either. At all. Guess what? You have to learn how to talk about yourself confidently, because someone needs to hear your story. Someone out there is waiting to hear your story, and that's what's going to make them, move. Okay, sheesh. That girl, the stories, those are the most memorable ones. Oh my gosh, that girl, when she told us that she had this, illness and she overcame it. Wow, that's crazy, okay? All right, so let people know that you knew nothing about trading before you started. Why? Because prospects like to think that you are an expert trader from the get-go. I don't know why. No, let them know you knew nothing about trading before you started. I didn't know anything about trading. I mean, if you did, be transparent. That's fine. But 90% of us have no idea what trading is before we start. Okay? But I needed some money. Okay? Let them know you joined this because you need some money. And I realized that if nothing changed, then nothing changed, right? You're expressing your vulnerabilities. If I kept working at a job that I hated, making the same salary, and they even told me they weren't going to give me a raise the following year, how was I ever going to buy my parents a house? Like, what was I really doing? Okay, and this is what I was talking about earlier. Talk about how long you've been doing this for and what value you have gotten out of it. That's going to give you credibility. Okay, I've been doing this for 2+ years. Drop in the chat how long you've been in this for, okay? Because it doesn't matter if you've been around for two weeks. I'm gonna tell you that. It doesn't matter if this is your first week, second week. It doesn't matter. You already have credibility, and I'm gonna tell you how. Okay, nice. Now, it doesn't matter how long you've been in. Do you know why you have credibility? If you let them know that you've gotten value out of this, you're already credible. Man, I'm only on week 2 and I already made $500 on HFX. Whatever it is. Now, I'm gonna tell you something, right? This is called a builder's bootcamp for a reason. It's a millionaire builder's bootcamp. Do I know I'm gonna be a millionaire? Absolutely, I am. So I'm gonna tell you something. If you sit there and tell your prospect that all you've made is nothing, or you've lost money, or you made $2, I'm gonna tell you something straight up. You're wasting your time, okay? Because guess what? You tell someone all you made is $10, that person could have gone to clock into work for an hour to make $10. That's not moving. And if you're telling them that you lost money or you haven't made money, then you have no freaking credibility. Okay, think with me here. It's not to cap, it's not to come off as a scammer. You don't know how much money they're gonna make when they join. Brian Romero, I tell you guys all the time, this man was my second enrollment and he made $30,000 before I did. Okay, so you have made some money. You have made some money, okay? Don't make it skimp, or they're gonna be like, what the hell? I'm wasting my time. Because at the end, when you tell them that the price is $235 and you told them that you've only made $50, they're gonna be like, okay, that's a shitty ass return on investment, right? Okay, like literally just think, be logical with me, okay? Okay, So after that, you've gotten to know them. They've told you why. You've told them why. You have to gauge the conversation. You're going to have confidence, excitement, energy, good tone. You're not going to be condescending the whole entire time, right? So, you know, what KJ and I do is we trade on the foreign exchange market where we profit, where we buy and sell currencies and profit from the fluctuations and the exchange rates. So have you ever heard of Forex? I didn't write the whole script on these slides, so you're just gonna have to listen, right? And we are recording this, right? So have you heard of Forex before? No, I haven't. Or, yeah, I mean, I've heard about stocks. Yeah, I mean, see, this is actually Forex. So it is the largest market in the entire world. It circulates $7.3 every single day. Family, I always give y'all transparency. I don't know how much Forex is circulating today. I looked at 3 videos. One said 6.6, one said 5, one said 7. But you're confident. So guess what? Whatever you say is whatever it is. You're confident. So it circulates $7.3 trillion. So like, let me give you an example. So let's say you and I, so do you like Drake? I always use Drake just because, right? Canada, Drake. So Charmaine, do you like Drake? She's gonna say, yeah, I do. Okay. So let's say you and I give them the example. You guys took US dollars, went to Canada, exchanged it, came back, you profited because of the exchange rate. Is everyone on mute? Okay. All right. So you profited from that. Now they're realizing, oh, okay, yeah, this makes sense. It's not just some random stuff that they're talking about. So that's how we do it. But now we actually do this on our phone, okay? So because technology is advancing, we're able to do this on the phone. I mean, the same way, you know, we're on the phone right now, or actually, you know, earlier I ordered some groceries on my phone. You can do just about anything on your phone. So now we actually have the capabilities to trade from our cell phones. Now, this is the standard, here we go, technology, yes, okay? So tell them, why? They're skeptical because this is the first time they hear about this. People are skeptical because this is unknown, but you have to educate them. You have to tell them why they're just now hearing about this. Because it's new, there's not a lot of people. Only 3% of the world trades on this market. Okay, and that's because technology is just, it's currently advancing every day, but 2 years ago, I did some research on when smartphones were created. And I found that the first smartphone was invented in 2007. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you all, I don't even know if that's true right now, but when I did my research, it said 2007, okay? I heard someone say 2008 one day, and I was like, damn, I don't know if they're right or if I'm right. But whatever, I'm confident, right? So tell them. It's because the first smartphone was only created in 2007. So imagine that, that's only 13 years ago, you know? So people are just now finding out about this. So don't you think that 20, 30 years from now, like a lot of us are gonna be trading from our phones, you know? You know how they predicted like self-driving cars, flying cars, all of that? Yeah, that's gonna happen. So same thing with making money from our phone. I mean, just think about it. We can now also get paid for doing Uber deliveries, driving Uber, whatever it is, we can get paid for so much. I've even seen people making money off of doing surveys and stuff. Now, what I'm doing right now is I'm giving y'all examples. I'm not telling you that you have to literally put every example into your pitch. I'm giving you all logic and examples. Now, what you're doing with your prospect right now is you're warming up to them and they're building trust with you because you sound so freaking knowledgeable and you're giving them a lot of information that just makes sense. You're not telling them, yeah, the parabola and E equals MC squared and none of this. You're literally giving them logic and they're like, hey, you know what? This makes a lot of sense. You're decreasing objections. At the end, they can't tell you. I mean, I don't know. I just haven't heard a lot of people talk about this because you already told them why. They can't, you know, they can't say, I don't have time for this because I'm a mom, because you already got rid of that objection, right? Okay. So now you want to talk about what it is that you do. So how do I gauge myself into this? So, you know, just having a foreign exchange market, it's one thing. We all have access to it, but we all don't have access to quality educational tools. You know, we just don't. Just kind of like the real estate market. So do you know how to buy a house? And unfortunately, most likely they're going to tell you no. If you ask them, do you know how to invest in stocks? They're probably going to tell you no, because the average person does not know how to. The average person only knows how to go to work and get paid. Okay, so when you tell them, yeah, so do you know how to invest into the foreign exchange market? Do you know how to trade? They're going to say no. So that's why you're going to give them what they need. Yeah, see, I didn't know either. So what we have is we have access to quality educational tools to make us profitable, that will provide us with all the educational tools. I think I just repeated myself. I'm sorry. So it's called I Am Mastery Academy. And sometimes, I'm be honest, you might want to steer away from saying that. Okay, definitely don't say IML. I want everyone to type in the chat, write it down, whatever it is. I will not say IML. Okay, we are not saying IML. No. No. I still hear people till this day saying IML. Out of your vocabulary. This is not IML, this is I Am Mastery Academy. For anyone that doesn't know why, because I'm a firm believer in telling people why when I tell them to do something, is because IML has a very bad rep. If you Google IML, it's gonna say scam. And that's the last thing you want your prospect to see. Okay? Okay, that's why. So tell them. So we have access to these academies. So I'm going to actually tell you what we have. We have something called FRX and something called HFX, which are both ways that you can make money, okay? So I saw so many people profiting from this, so of course I wanted to. I mean, I've always wanted to learn about investing, but I just never knew how to. No one ever taught me this, not even in school. As you can see right now, I'm just kind of naturally pitching. Like, this is just rack. This is what I do. I gauge things and I naturally do it. So it's like, you know, now I'm remembering that I'm going to tell people that I was never taught how to invest. And that's why I wanted to learn how to invest, because I knew that wealthy people invest. And I knew that's a way to make money work for you. I knew that if I had my money sitting in my savings account, it wasn't working. But I needed to make my money. I needed to put my money to work, right? That's how the wealthy make money. Again, you're educating your prospect. You sound very educated and they're going to trust you, right? You're building that trust. So we have FRX and HFX. So I'm going to break it down for you. FRX, I don't even know what to call these. Honestly, you don't have to think too deep. So with FRX, we have something called signals, which is how we earn while we learn. So basically an expert educator, they're going to give you the numbers, literally, to put into the app so you can make some money. If you've gotten on my informational webinars, I relate this to like a GPS. The gas station is the stop loss and where you want to go is the take profit. Figure something out for yourself. It's genuine for me because I love eating. I like Taco Bell. Yeah. Shameful, I know. Okay, but what is it that you're gonna say? So we have expert signals. They literally analyze the market already for you and they're gonna give you the numbers to put into the app. So, you know, a lot of us, we don't have a lot of time on our plates. So all we have to do is wait for the notification to come out and you put it into the app and you make your money. You don't have to sit there and watch it. You know, if you were learning this alone, you wouldn't have that. You would have to watch the charts on your own. Here, someone already does that work for you. You just put it into the app. And then we have something called HFX. So tell you what, if I told you that tomorrow, if you sat down with an expert for 30 minutes a day, you'd make a couple $100 or $1,000, would you do it? All you had to do was give 30 minutes a day. Now, lately, I've been doing this, family. They all say yes. Oh, yeah, right? Because most times people think, I don't have time. But if you tell them all you need is 30 minutes, right? Pick your favorite educator, fam, right? For me, it's Maddie Pitts. So I say Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. Let's say on Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday, I told you 30 minutes, 3 times a week. You would make a couple $100,000. Would you do it? A couple hundred or thousand. not hundred thousands, because that's unrealistic. Would you do it? And they're gonna say, oh yeah, that's all it takes. Yeah, that's it. You don't have to sit on your phone all day, okay? And so these academies are gonna teach you from the basic to the intermediate to the advanced. I know you have a lot of questions right now, right? You know nothing about Forex. I mean, you just told me. So we're gonna teach you the very basics, from the very basic to the intermediate to the advanced, all on your time. So what's your schedule like? Honestly, I'm just kind of flowing this naturally right now. And they're gonna say, so I'm gonna go based off of what the girl last night told me. She said that she works Monday through Fridays from 9 to 5, and she's off on the weekends. Fortunately, the weekends, but that's fine. Okay, so I know that New York session, she's not gonna be available to trade, no problem. So I'm not gonna say, okay, get on Kim and Lano's session. No, she's at work. That doesn't make no sense, right? I'm very educated on my products and what I'm selling. I know what I have. I know I Am Mastery Academy like the back of my hand. I know all the strategies, and it doesn't take long. All it takes for you is to just plug into a product training, okay? So for anyone there out here thinking, okay, well, I don't know anything. Yeah, because you haven't used self-sufficiency. Okay, now we're gonna go into Go Live. I like to call Go Live the Netflix of Forex. Also at the end, I'm gonna relate this to a Netflix subscription. So, okay, Netflix of Forex. So remember what I was just telling about HFX? So we have this thing called Go Live, we call it the Netflix of Forex. So all this stuff, I mean, you can tell them all of this, but it's probably gonna go in one ear and out the other, to be honest. So I would just say, yeah, we have over 100 educators that teach every single day. You just get on one of their live sessions. They're gonna analyze the market in front of you so you can learn. And then they're actually gonna give you their live trades so you can earn. So this is incredible stuff. So there's actually this guy, right? I'm very knowledgeable in my educators. This guy, his name is Matty Pips. He was able to flip a $200 account to $2 million in a year and a half. Guess what they always say? Oh, wow, really? Yeah, that's literally my reaction. So if you're not the type of person with a lot of energy, you need to get your energy up, because they're gonna match your energy. If you're excited about your product, I mean, they have nothing but to be excited. So you're gonna say, yeah, so he was able to flip a $200 account to $2 million. So guys, drop in the chat who your favorite educator is, because you need to know. You need to know the ins and outs of your favorite educator. What time they trade, how much money they make, maybe, if they tell you, right? What strategy they teach. You need to know all of that. Okay, good, exactly. That's the person you're gonna talk about. Now I'm gonna tell you something though. Don't just know one educator, know at least 5, because you want to be able to give a solution to all types of people. Know an educator for every session and know an educator for every strategy. Okay? Let me say that again. Be familiar with an educator from every session and an educator from every strategy. I'm not telling you to know the strategy and be able to teach it and to know everything about them, but at least so you can reference someone, right? If someone tells you they can't get on Matty Pips at 11 or Kim and Luke at 9, who are you going to tell them? You're just going to say, okay, this is not for you. Okay, no, right? Okay, so no matter what schedule you have, no matter where you are, you can get value and make some money. And you can always watch the recorded sessions. So if you miss sessions, no worries, you can always watch the recorded. I know people have lives, we're all human, right? Make this relatable. We're not Netflix robots. I'm sorry, Forex robots. Okay. And then you want to talk about the strategies and the tools. It even gets better, man. I mean, honestly, Go Live is one of my favorites, but this is really cool. So we have different tools in case you can never get on the live sessions. Like maybe just life gets hectic and busy. You also have access to these tools. They're like personal scanners and signals. So there's over 15 different scanners and over 7 signal providers that basically take the guesswork and the hard work out and you just need to make sure that you can get notifications on your cell phone. That's it. I mean, fam, it's really simple. If you really plug into a strategy, you're gonna make money, okay? Boom. Okay, so once you're done talking, now they're excited. You're excited, right? From what I've just told you, who's excited, right? If you've been in for a week or two or something, like, you're excited to make some money. You got Go Live, the academies, the strategies. Yeah, okay, not a lot of y'all, that's fine. Okay, so now you ask, so which package would be conducive for you, right? So are you someone who wants to start and have access to everything, or do you just want to try something out? Okay, let them answer. Let them answer. Oh, yeah, no, this sounds cool. So I actually want the one where you said the 30 minutes a day, because I don't have a lot of time. I have kids, and I just want to be in and out. Oh, okay, Bess, so you like HFX? Yes, that's actually my favorite. Guess what, fam? Even if it's not your favorite, it's your favorite. But actually, all of them are my favorite. I actually have the elite package, so I actually like both. I forgot, I actually like both, and I do have the elite package, so I'm gonna say that I like both. But still, you're not gonna sit there and be like, I mean, no, you're gonna be like, oh, that's my favorite. But actually, because I wanted to maximize my profits, or I forgot what I usually say, I actually have the one that has both. But no worries, that was a good one to start out with. Right? You'd rather them get something than nothing, right? So tell them, yeah, people pay thousands of dollars for regular private courses. So this only costs, whatever package they get, tell them, this only costs $235. Now, to make the product more affordable so we don't have to pay, I mean, I don't know if you've ever researched how much Forex educational tools, private tools cost. They cost a lot of money. Before this, I did my research. And it was just really expensive. So I was like, dang. But I realized that here, to make the product more affordable, and instead of making this very expensive, it's actually subscription-based. No buy, no contract. It's like a Netflix subscription. So, you know, if you don't pay Netflix next month, you don't get access to the movies and the TV shows. Well, here, same thing. If you don't pay, next month, then, I mean, you can't get access to the educator, so you can make live money with them. But it's cool. So it costs $235. Now there is the awesome thing about this is you can you can say, I forgot to put that out. There is a monthly fee. Sorry, guys. Okay, so there is actually also a monthly fee of $175. Now, do you have $175 every month to pay for this? They're gonna be like, no. Yeah, no, me either, man, heck no. So the cool thing about this is you can actually waive your monthly fee. I was able to do it on my first day. Now, fam, just a little bit of nitty gritty right here, right? If it took you 6 months to waive your fee, I'm gonna be honest with you, that was your fault. It could have taken you a month or less, okay? If you really applied yourself the right way, it's gonna take you less than a month to waive your fee. It took me a day, okay? So you're gonna tell your prospect, yes. So if you can waive your fee by referring 2 people. Actually, I was able to do this in my first month, so I never paid a monthly fee. Like I said, it took you longer than a month, that's your fault. Okay, so you're not going to project that onto your prospect, because you don't know, they can probably come in and waive their fee. Okay, so yeah, basically we just covered all of that. All right, so you can waive the monthly fee by telling 2 people. So when I first started, I made $200 on my first day. Key here, how much money did you make when you first started? That's gonna allow them to see why you went to tell other people, right? That's gonna allow them to see that, oh, she's not just trying to sell anybody something. This actually worked for her. That's why she went to tell people. So because I made $200 on my first day, I was like, this is amazing. You don't understand how excited I was. So I went around my whole campus. I just told everybody, because I was like, yo, we're literally getting in college debt. And I literally just made $200 at the gym. Fam, this is my story. This is my legit story. My first $200 were made on the bike at the gym. What's your story? Whenever the first time that you made money, I don't care if it was on demo, leverage that story. They want to hear that. You made money, and that's why you went to tell people. I went to tell my coworkers, because we were only getting paid $10 an hour. I was like, what the heck? I just made $10 in 2 minutes, right? So I got my fee waived my first day, and then I also, then guess what? So I referred 3 people. On my second day, I was able to refer 3 people in total. And I actually started making residual income. Do you know what residual income is? They're gonna be like, no. They might say kind of. I don't understand the people that say kind of, because it's like you either do know or you don't. But whatever. So if they say kinda or no, then you'd be like, so residual income is amazing. It's how the wealthy make their money. So did you know that the average millionaire has 7 streams of income? They're gonna say yes, probably, because a lot of people know that. They're gonna say, yeah, so most of their income streams are residual income. So it's basically when you do something once, you do it right, and you get paid indefinitely, right? You get paid every single month. So who's your favorite artist? KJ. And KJ's gonna say, I don't know. Who's your favorite artist, KJ? I don't think anyone can come off mute. Never mind. Oh, Nicole. J. Cole. J. Cole. Okay, great. So you know J. Cole. When he released his first album, you know he's still getting paid for that every single day. You stream his music still, right? And he's gonna say, yeah, exactly. So he's getting residual income. So if J. Cole were to pass away tomorrow, his income could get passed down to someone else. That's how the wealthy make money. That's how, you know, people, they get inheritance from their rich parents. You know, when their parents pass, they get all of that, like Michael Jackson's kids, right? So it's amazing, because for the average person, there's literally no other opportunity. I knew that I didn't have good vocals. I wasn't good at singing. I wasn't a good actress, and I didn't write books. So those are just the main ways how you can get residual income. So I was like, this is amazing, because I can actually get paid to tell people how to make money from their phone. And I did just that. So actually the first 3 people that I put on, the first one, he was able to make $30,000. The second one was able to send money to her family in Haiti. And the third one, whatever it is, right? Whatever examples you want to use of people on your team. Remember, the person that is pitching is the person that already has some experience under their belt, okay? Now, I know I'm taking a little bit of a long time, but the reason why is because I'm going into depth, okay? It shouldn't take this long. It's not gonna take this long, okay? All right. Then you can also tell them, so also, if you do become an independent business owner, you do decide to refer people, you can actually take advantage of the tax code. Now I'm gonna tell you guys something. This really seals the deal for a lot of my prospects. I'm very passionate about this, and I wanna tell you guys why I'm passionate about this. Because my first year in network marketing, I only got paid $300, but I got $3,000 back in my taxes. This is a true story. If you are an IBO, drop a 1 in the chat. You're an IBO right now. You get paid at least $1 from this. Drop a 1 in the chat. Yeah. Guess what? I need you to start keeping track of your expenses, because you could get money back during tax season. So explain to people. A lot of people don't want to tell people. They don't want to be IBOs, and I don't want to tell anyone. Well, when you start getting $1 from this, even $150, I promise you, your chest is going to pop out a little bit more, and you're going to be very confident in this, because now you're getting paid, right? So now you have even more confidence to tell somebody, no, just do it. And what are they going to tell you? It's a scam? Okay, whatever. You already got your paycheck. Literally, you already got your nails done with your money. You can't tell me this is a scam, right? Okay, so my first year made only $300, but you can take advantage of the tax code. So it was written for independent business owners, not W-2 employees. So you know what a standard job, like before I did this, I was actually working at Noodles & Company making $10 an hour. And you know, like how you get tax taken out? You know, you told me you work at Whole Foods. You know how you get your taxes taken out? They're gonna say yes. And like, yeah, so as a business owner, you can actually write off Your tax deductions, right? So like you can do tax write-offs. So whatever you use to conduct your business becomes a tax write-off. So like right now we're on the phone. Well, my phone bill's a tax write-off, my Wi-Fi, my rent, the food I'm eating. I actually just ate right before we got on this call. That is a tax write-off because currently I'm working. Isn't that really cool? And I'm gonna be like, did you know that? And they're gonna say no. Typically people don't know this. I know, I didn't know this before this either. Man, can you believe in school they don't teach you about financial literacy? Now family, the way I'm talking and the way I've been talking the whole entire time is the way you need to talk on your 3 ways. It's the way you need to talk when you're pitching, when you're presenting this opportunity. Do not be dull, do not be boring, do not lack confidence. People want to hear the confidence, okay? So now I'm saying, yeah, so it all becomes the tax write-off. So did you know it? Did you know this at all? Okay, yeah, it's because in school, you know, they don't teach you about financial literacy. They just teach you to go to work for 40 hours a week, 40 years of your life, and retire on 40% of that. And I'm like, what? I'm waiting forever. And at this point, the process is going to be like, yeah, you're right. They probably came in with a different mentality, but now everything that you've said, they've totally done a 180 in their mind. They are ready to sign up. You have sold them. I promise you. You do exactly what I just told you to do. You've sold them. They're signing up with the elite today. Okay? All right, so then, cool. Yeah, so which part of the opportunity, so that's it. So which part of the opportunity interests you more? Do you like the trading, the residual, or both? They're gonna say, you know, I actually came for the trading, but you got me kind of hooked on this residual stuff with the taxes. I'll be like, yeah, it's actually so simple to obtain residual income. Like I said, I became a Platinum 150, making $150 a month on my 3rd day. It's really simple. Plus, when you join, we have a whole blueprint. We're gonna break it down for you on how to do this. Don't even worry about it. I'm so excited for you. The fact that you didn't even know about this, and now guess what? Now you're gonna have 2 extra income streams under your belt. Aren't you excited? And they're gonna say, yeah, I'm so excited. Okay, great. So which package would you like? We're gonna get you started. There's actually a session tonight at 11 with Maddie Pips, so we can get on it together. You can see how it works. What did I do there? Because I'm so knowledgeable on what's going on and Go Live and I know that tonight at 11, there's a session and we can get on it together so you can see how we make some money. That's gonna create a sense of urgency. Oh, tomorrow's Sunday? Yeah, so which package would you like so we can get you started tomorrow and get you on the onboarding training so you can start making money when the market opens at 5. Drop some ones in the chat if you understand this, how it works. If you're getting some value, knowledge, because guess what? I'm actually done, I think. Right? Drop some light bulbs in the chat if you were like, oh, wow, I see how this is done. This makes a lot of sense. Right? Family. I'm gonna stop recording. Thank you so much for getting on my how to pitch